accurate local forecast starts now with Chief Meteorologist Eric Finkenbinder.
It can still get warm in that sun. And I tell you what, it continues to stay warm here during the evening hours too. There hasn't been a whole lot to talk about. A lot of the time, this time of the year, our weather team focuses a lot on the tropics and what we see. And yes, we have post-tropical depression Francine that's across the Gulf states that's lifting northward, but that's about it. We continue with some really nice weather. Overall, not too many people upset about what we have right now. And the dew, by the way, we get those heavy morning dews. That certainly helps to kind of keep everything green, which we can see that outside. We go to Palmyra, Lebanon, Annville. Much of Dauphin and Lebanon counties looking good. Hershey to show you that we've got at least some nice conditions. That's not the case as we get farther to the west. As a matter of fact, here's an update. It's been a while since we showed the drought monitor. That's because ever since we had the remnants of Debbie, didn't really need to show a whole lot because we kind of got removed from that abnormally dry, that yellow area. But in areas that you see moderate to even severe droughts across West Virginia and Southeast Ohio, that continues. The Debbie not really providing much moisture there. But when you consider when Debbie occurred, that was the first half of August. So we're now pushing about a month where most of us have not really experienced that much rain. So we're lower 80s right now. But again, for the most part, we're not looking at very dry conditions across the mid-state. The moisture, there it is, the remnants of Francine, it is moving along. So flooding worries, that seems to be less now as this begins to move to the north, but it's all about that high pressure that we have in place. There it is, post-tropical Francine, as it's moving north now. That is going to continue to weaken over the next 24 hours. Still will provide some beneficial rains in parts of the Mississippi River Valley. So for us, watch what happens. I've been showing this all week. If you look at what the high pressure is doing, it just continues to keep us dry, which means what we have happening, that's a lot of sunshine. That's going to be here for Saturday and for Sunday. And of course, Friday Night Football tomorrow, that's going to be a little bit on the warm side too. So enjoy what we have this weekend. I'm sure as we get a little bit closer to fall, we're not going to have those absolutely sunny blue sky weekends on tap, Valerie and Alicia. As we move into next week, it does look like we see a little bit of a change, maybe some moisture off the coast. We're not talking about any big rains, but at least we have some showers in the forecast by the time we move into next Thursday. We'll send it back to you.
Loving your backdrop. Thank you, Eric.